And Joe was just mentioning there are about 100 Horsham fans in the town end at the moment, and one of them seems to have segregated himself. He's standing all on his own on the other side of the segregation line, which is interesting. Maybe he's a member of a splinter group or something like that. They've got a flag there saying Champions of Sussex, and one saying Lardy Army, which, for those of you that like niche non-league content, they used to have a song about never surrendering to a low-fat spread. Which is, this is going back a few years. Only time I ever went to Horsham's old grounds was, I believe, Mo Tacklow hit the fairly late winner for the Stones. This would have been around about 2008, I believe, just before Christmas. So anyway, Horsham have got a throw in as a result. They're being penned back here by Maidstone in these opening stages. A bit of pressure on the central defender applied there by Tanga, forces an error, and now Moore has gone round this man, and Moore has got to the byline. He'll lay it off for Gilbert, and Gilbert should have scored. I think
that hit Tanga. Well, he's saying it's a Horsham
deflected.
player,
I think it was James Hammond that got the final touch. Great bit of work by Dion Moore there. Seen that a few times this season. Mason's increased physical presence this year in the front line. Golding here is an example. Flicks it on to Gilbert. Gilbert puts the ball in straight to Moore. Moore has got a chance here. Dion Moore will be absolutely kicking himself. He puts his head in his hands. He knows he should have scored. It was a flick on from Golding. First time cross from Gilbert. So good recovery in the end. And that's the first sniff that Horsham have had. That's a great throw, as Joe says. And Cisse is now striding forward. Harness is going to lay it into the path of Bramble. Bramble is on the edge of the area.
He went for it.
Really well tackled by Graviter, who is tracking back and has prevented a shot there for Bramble. Horsham just finding their passes a bit better now than they were earlier. It's a decent, well, Meekums has done really well there to get through Cisse. He's taken a 1-2. He's on the edge of the area for Horsham. He's into the area. He's going to shoot. It almost goes in.
I think it was that oncoming Reece Murphy run, I think, probably proved the most danger there. That ball just went a couple of yards wide, but it was a really good run from Murphy. Could have caught it there.
Yeah, it could have gone anywhere. The shot from Meekums didn't miss the far post by much, and Murphy almost got ahead to it. And there's just almost a period of calm here. There's very little noise in the ground today. Not a huge amount of atmosphere coming from the town end or the Elvis end at the moment. And Horsham now trying to build something on the left-hand side. Decent looking ball towards the back end of the area. Dodgy attempt at fisting by Harness, and it's cleared in the end by George Fowler. And that, again, could have gone anywhere.
Eventually, the team who's not started as well is going to get their moment, and they're slowly starting to come back into this game, and it was a really good opportunity there, and they're coming forward again down the right-hand side now.
And there's a decent cross towards the backside of the area. Could be another chance for Horsham. It's not going to fall for an attacker. Sam Corn is going to pick that up. It was Meekums who tried to play the ball back across the area, and luckily from a Maidstone point of view, he didn't find a white shirt. But Horsham are having their best spell of the game here. Still no goals for either side.
It's good play.
But nice bit of play that by Bramble to play in Gilbert. And Harding has won the ball back for Horsham. And now
poor header.
Bit of groaning coming from the Elvis end as Agbontohoma heads it straight to a white shirt. And now there could be a chance for Murphy. Murphy is into the area. Murphy will shoot and Murphy will score. And it is 1-0 to Horsham. And Murphy, who was getting all sorts of abuse from that end a few moments ago, has produced a great finish to chip Horsham into the lead. And it comes after Maidstone had been on top for most of the first half, but certainly not for the last 3 minutes or so, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, 38 minutes on the clock, Fred, and it's very, very, very disappointing from Maidstone.
9 minutes of time added on at the end of this first half.
I think you've got to have a shot from here, Fred.
Well, there's only a one-man wall here.
And the keeper's left so much room on that goal, and he's not the biggest, as we've already mentioned.
Gilbert doesn't look like he's going to shoot from the angle that he's got.
What's going on here?
Golding is having his ponytail tugged by Murphy.
Is that a euphemism, Fred?
No, it's actually his man bun. And he's
I don't know what
having to
what's he
redo it.
doing?
Well, he's tugging his hair and he's in the area. I think you'd have half a chance for a penalty there, wouldn't you?
How do you even get away with that? Surely he's got to be booked at least. If he's booked, then
if he's pulled his hair out in the area while he's making a run, then I would say that has to be a foul. But what do I know?
And unfortunately, that's kind of gone out the window in this last sort of 15 to 20 minute period. We're being beaten to a lot of the balls. A lot of the clearances are not as composed anymore. We're not really linking things up how we should have been. We're very lucky there that Murphy found himself offside, but it just doesn't seem to be linking up. This switch in the wingers has really caused a bit of a problem. Tanger's getting no luck down this right hand side and Dejan's getting absolutely nothing down the left. So perhaps if we swap that back over, then we might see something in the second half, but they're coming forward again now.
Comes Hester Cook for Horsham. He's going to lay it into the path of Gravita, who's into the area. He's going to cross it, and there could be a second. There is a second, and that is a shocking goal from Maidstone to concede at this stage. And it looks like it's the 18 Meekums that scored. He's celebrating in front of the Elvis end as well, he might. And Horsham have really caught Maidstone cold there. I don't even know how to sum that up, Joe. It's awful.
I've got one word for you, Fred, and it's just disappointing.
Maidstone have a free kick which is taken relatively quickly. Akpon Tahoma will play it to Tanga. Tanga will try and play that one inside. It's a no-look pass and it finds Agumang. Agumang also does a no-look pass and that one is played in and it could be a chance for Gravita here. Gravita is in the area and he shoots over and not over by much.
Yeah, I think we've got a little bit fortunate there, Fred. I think we're seeing the sort of fruits of the three at the back come in Horsham's favour, really. We don't necessarily have anybody who can intercept those balls in this sort of bottom third of the pitch. You know, Tanga's there trying to chase after.
It's a clearance by the Horsham goalkeeper, Lewis Carey. They're on the attack. It's a decent move this, and it could be a chance for Horsham to add a third here. Gravita is into the area, he's going to shoot. Good save by Nathan Harness, stood tall. It was right at his face almost, but we've seen those go wrong. And that really would have been it for Maidstone, I think. Carey is standing right in the middle of his goal.
Yeah, keeper's expecting
it. Here comes Carvalho, and that's way over the top. It's probably only 2 yards over the top, in fairness, but all that anticipation, and I'm afraid it's not really yielded anything. So throw-in is taken deep in Horsham territory by Horsham.
Oh,
and there's a bad pass, and this could be it.
Well done.
Nathan Harness has just bailed David Cisse out there. Carvalho for Maidstone to Oguntayo to Tanga. Tanga is tackled. I think that was the sub Roberts who put the challenge in. In fact, it was actually the Captain Hammond, the replacement Captain Hammond, who came in and made that interception. Fowler shouts for the ball. Tanga just gives Hammond a little bit of a nudge. Lua picks up the loose ball and Agumang plays it cross field for the number 3 Harvey Sparks, who plays it back inside to Roberts. And it's good possession from Horsham. And the ball is knocked into Lua, and Lua's got a goal side of Tanga, and Lua's got a chance to score here. A third
should have shot.
Could be a killer. He's got a chance to score, and he has scored. And that, I'm afraid, sums up Maidstone's afternoon. It is an absolute outhouse of a goal. Maidstone thought they got away with it, and the ball has rebounded off Greg Lua, who in his spell for Maidstone never scored here. And he finally breaks his duck at this venue, and it is 3-0 to Horsham, and people are leaving in their droves, and you can't blame them, Joe. You really can't blame them.
No, I mean, to be honest, Fred, you kind of watch that unfold, and again, it's that sort of slow motion, isn't it? Like,
Kurtaran, midfield, plays it to Cisse. Kurtaran plays it to Oguntayo. Oguntayo will knock it forward to Sam Corn. Sam Corn out wide to Tanga. Tanga back to Oguntayo. And that, mercifully, is the final whistle. So, final score here, Maidstone United 0, Horsham 3. A cascade of boos emanates from the remaining Maidstone fans, the ones that did stick it out until the end here.